Daf Yomi, Tractate Bava Batra, page 110a, top of the page. I think it was the middle of an idea, so it might be a good idea to start from the bottom of 109b. It was the middle of a question. The Gemara asks, but didn't the tribes denigrate him, meaning Pinchas, after he killed Zimri? So ve'omrim re'isem ben puti zeh bein she pitem avi imo agalim lavodazar yaharog nasi shevet Yisrael. So the tribes said that they basically connected Pinchas to Yisro, being a descendant of Yisro, because they said, look at this Ben Puti, meaning Putiel, meaning Yisro, because Elazar took from the daughters of Putiel, so that means it's really Yisro. So how could you say it's not Yisro? Have you seen the son of Puti, his mother's father fattened calves for idol worship? Such a man should kill a prince of Israel. So we see that it is the son of a non-good lineage kind of a person, which previously it was suggested that it was not the case. Now we're on top of 110. Ela I avud imam Yosef, ima d'imam Yisro, I avud imam Yisro, ima d'imam Yosef. Dekanami dichsiv, ibinos putiel tartish mamina. Rather, this is how the matter should be resolved. If his mother's father came from the family of Joseph, his mother's mother came from the family of Yitro. And if his mother's father came from the family of Yitro, his mother's mother came from the family of Joseph. So while his mother was descended from Joseph on one side and from Yitro on the other, Pinchas was a more distant relative to Yitro than Jonathan was. Based on this conclusion, the language of the verse is also precise, as is written, and Elazar, Aaron's son, took one of the daughters of Putiel. Exodus 6:25. Conclude from the wording of the verse that Pinchas was descended from two men who are referred to as Puti, Yitro and Joseph. I mean, he's still descended from Yitro, so I'm not sure how this exactly answers it, but apparently it's an answer. It's an answer. So, Amar Rabba no say Isha. Tzarach shiach dobei acher shneimar v'yichar neseli sheva basim yinadav achos nachshon. Mimashma shneimar basim yinadav en yodea she'achos nachshon hi ma tamad lomar achos nachshon mikan shenosi Isha tzarach ledog be'acher. Tana rov banim domin la'achei ha'em. Rava says that one who marries a woman needs to first examine her brothers so that he will know in advance what character his children will have, as it is stated. And Aaron took Elisheva, the daughter of Aminadab, the sister of Nachshon, Exodus 6:23, by inference from that which is stated, the daughter of Aminadab. Do I not know that she is the sister of Nachshon, as Nachshon was the son of Aminadab? What is the meaning of when the verse states the sister of Nachshon? From here one learns that one who marries a woman needs to examine her brothers. The reason is, as the sages taught, most sons resemble their mother's brothers. Okay. V'yasuru shama v'yomer mi heviacha halom Uma ta'ozeh ba'ozeh bazeh uma lecha po amru lo la b'moshe ka'atis dichsiv bei Al tikrav halom, lav b'moshe, ka'asis. Dichsiv be ma ze b'yadecha, lav b'moshe ka'asis. Dichsiv be ve'ata po'im limadi, tasek l'mar levodazara. In connection with the Gemara's mention of Jonathan, who served as a priest for Micah, the Gemara quotes additional statements of the sages concerning that episode, describing when the men of the tribe of Dan passed through Micah's house. The verse states, and they turned aside there and said to him, who brought you here? And what are you doing in this place? And what do you have here? Judges 18, verse 3. The sages interpret their multiple questions. They said to him, "Do you not come from Moses, about whom it is written, 'Do not draw close to hear'?" Exodus 3:5. "Do you not come from Moses, about whom it is written, 'What is in your hand?'" Oh, this is by the burning bush. "Do not come. What is in your hand?" Oh, the snake. Exodus 4:2. "Do you not come from Moses, about whom it is written, 'But as for you, stand here with me'?" Deuteronomy 5:27. "Shall you, a descendant of our teacher Moses, become a priest for idol worship?" Amar lahen, Jonathan said to them, "Kach mikublani mi beit avi abba, leolam yaskir adam atzmo le'avodah zarah, v'al yitzarech labrios." Jonathan said to them, "This is the tradition I received from my father's house. A person should always hire himself out to idol worship and not require the help of people by receiving charity. So I took this position in order to avoid having to take charity." Is this what he learned? Did he really learn that? I'm asking on the Gemara now. Did Jonathan really learn that it's better to serve idols than to receive charity? It's a question. V'hu savar lo zara mamish, v'lo hi el avodah zara. Avoda shezar lo, kedamar le, Rav Lav Kahana, natosh nevelata bishuka, ushkol agra, v'lo tema gavra rabba, ana v'zila bi milta. The Gemara comments, and Jonathan thought that this referred to actual idol worship, but that is not so. That was not the intent of the tradition. Rather, the term idol worship, literally strange service, is referring to service, labor that is strange, unsuitable for him. In other words, one should be willing to perform labor that is difficult and humiliating in his eyes rather than become a recipient of charity. As Rav says to Rav Kahana, his student, "Skin a carcass in the market and take payment, but do not say, 'I am a great man, and this matter is beneath me.'" Okay, one thing is skinning a carcass, another thing is serving idols, but clearly Jonathan was serving idols, right? So why is it changing the thing here? Anyway, Kivan Shira David Shemamon Chaviv alav yoter Mina ala otzarot Shinemar Ushivuel ben Gershom ben Menashe Nagid ala otzarot Yehoshua Shemo Halo Yohonatan Shemo Amar Yochanan Shishav le'el b'chol libo. The Gemara continues its discussion of that episode later. When King David saw that money was excessively precious to Jonathan, he appointed him as director of the treasuries of the temple, as it is stated, and Shebuel, the son of Gershom, the son of Moses, was ruler over the treasuries. 1 Chronicles 26:24. The Gemara asks, and was his name really Shebuel? But wasn't his name Jonathan? Rabbi Yochanan says he is called Shebuel because in order to allude to the fact that he repented and returned to God, Shav La'el, with all of his heart. Ve'abanim esa'av min Allah, ichtiv ish kiyamu, ta'amad de'en lo ben, hayesh lo ben kodem. Amar le Rav Papa le'abaye, ema i'ika ben, le'rot ben, i'ika bat, terot bat, ikaben ubat lo hai leirot vela hai leirot. The Mishnah teaches in the list of those who inherit from and bequeath to each other sons with regard to their father. The Gemara asks, from where do we derive this halakha that sons inherit the entire estate and daughters do not receive a share along with them? As it is written, if a man dies and has no son, then you shall pass his inheritance to his daughter. Numbers 27, verse 8. The reason the inheritance would be passed to a daughter is that he has no son. But if he has a son, the son takes precedence. Rav Papa said to Abaye, why not say the following? If there is only a son, let the son inherit the father's estate. If there is only a daughter, let the daughter inherit the father's estate. And if there is both a son and a daughter, neither this one should inherit nor that one should inherit. The Ella, Abai asked her Papa, and rather,